and brush this down again towards the base of the leaf, and the opposite side. A little extra at the top. Damp brush, clean damp brush, brush that down towards the base. The opposite side. And just nice and slowly you push that icing where you want it to be, and again, if you think you have a little too much, don't be afraid to remove it. And check that you cannot see the embossed line around the outside edge. And that will be left to dry. Now, if you are doing the pattern on a large cake, I'm only going to explain this a little bit. I'm not actually going to work it. But the two leaves that appear behind the flowers, they're the ones you would begin with. So you would outline and brush exactly as I did on the sample piece. But you would do those leaves before the flowers. They are in front of the leaves, so they are completed after the leaves have been brushed. So this is how the brush embroidery will look on a round cake, and I have completed the leaves and the flowers on this one. Now, to highlight the detail, I'm going to use the white satin, and I have a water brush, but I'm going to use it dry. It's a nice flat brush, and I'm just going to use a little of this just onto the embroidered part of the design, around the outside edge. And as I say, this will highlight the strokes in the sugar. You could use a different colour if you wanted pink flowers and green leaves. You could be brushing this with in your chosen colours, but I'm just going to use the white satin. So once this has been completed, I'm going to put some edible pearls in the centre of my flowers. So I'm still using the softened sugar paste to attach them. So a little ball in there. You could pipe little balls of icing if you wish to, and have a damp brush to tap any little points down. But I think the edible pearls look so nice. If you're unable to purchase any of these, then mould some little balls of sugar paste and pop them into a dish, and then tip in a little of the white luster, shake them about, and then you will have your own little edible pearls. I think they look so pretty. A little cluster in the centre. So again, just spread them out and roll them into position. Oops. You can of course use tweezers to do this, but I find it much easier to actually just use your finger. Right. And then I'm going to place this onto a turntable because I'm going to pipe around the base of the cake in white, and I'm going to use again the softened sugar paste that I've used for the brush embroidery, and starting holding the piping nozzle onto the sort of the join of the board and the cake, and you squeeze and pull down, squeeze and pull down, and continue that around the cake. This is also a nice way of piping. If I wanted the blue to match the cake, then I could let down some of the blue icing with water and pipe that around the base if you wanted to pick up the exact shade. But I think the white against the blue looks very pretty, so I'm going to use that. Continue around the cake, and again it's with the number 3 piping nozzle. You'll notice that I am cleaning the nozzle, so don't let icing build up. As you take that away, just wipe the end of the nozzle. If you do find you have little points appearing on your piping, then just have the damp brush again just to knock down any of those little points. And this design also looks good on cupcakes. So here's one that could sit alongside at the party, and you could have a selection of the cupcakes.